Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video, and I thought I'd give you guys some Black Ops 2 today because I've kind of realized that it's been a while since I've posted anything boots on the ground for a while, so I figured Black Ops 2 would be great, and why not, you know? And in this one I wanted to talk be a little bit personal about Call of Duty because there are times, this isn't all the time, but sometimes Call of Duty just makes me feel stupid. And I'm going to explain exactly why, and it's not entirely the game itself. Part of it is me, actually. And I'm going to get straight into it. Excuse me. And it's because I feel like I'm one of the very few left that is still playing Call of Duty as if the game was still in its prime. And I think we all know that right now it's not. When Black Ops 4 comes out, we will see how the game itself ends up turning out to be, as well as everybody's response to it and how other people like it as well. Because let's face it, the way the community likes a game does have an effect on the game itself as well. But sometimes I feel stupid because I'm still playing the game a lot, and it's pretty much the majority of what I play, and I haven't really slowed down too much from Call of Duty, and it kind of makes me feel stupid because it seems like that everybody and anybody, not just from the YouTube scene, but just players in general, everybody's pretty much left the scene, and there are very few people left, if any, that are still playing it as consistently. Part of the reason why I don't feel stupid, though, is because I don't believe that Call of Duty is dead yet. And we're talking beyond business here. We're just talking about the game in general, because there's still a good amount of people that play it, even though those numbers are nowhere near what they used to be. There's still a lot of that Call of Duty spirit in the community. In other words, what I'm trying to say is there's still a lot of salt, or if you're still playing very well, you're still going to get your hate mail, you're still going to have people accusing you of being a cheater or a hacker or whatever you want to call it. So there's still plenty of life left in the community, right? But sometimes I can't help but feel being a little bit stupid for not moving on or not giving other games a try. And here's the thing: when it comes to first-person shooter games, I mean, there's certain, for me personally, okay, not many people, but I mean, excuse me, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself here. There's a certain criteria of what a game needs to be in order for me to enjoy it as well. And in some ways I am picky, in some ways I'm not. It's very weird. I'm a little complicated when it comes to something like that, but like for instance, okay, let's put it this way. Those of you that have been watching me for any period of time, for at least, like, let's say if you've been watching me for at least 3 months to a year or so, then you will pretty much know the way I like to play and why I like to play the way I do, and that I'm an aggressive player. And you will know that if I was playing PC right now, okay, let's say I decided to move on to PC gaming because let's say the console gaming thing pretty much dies, and then all I ever want to do is just play multiplayer games, and COD's just not cutting it anymore. I could tell you right now that I would be learning mouse and keyboard on PC, and I would be playing 2 games, at least to start with. I'd be playing 2 games. And those 2 games are Quake Champions and Unreal Tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, Unreal Tournament is still in alpha, if I'm not mistaken, so still relatively fresh. And I could actually go as far as to say that if I had a gaming PC growing up, that I would easily be a PC gamer right now, and I would probably be playing those kind of games right now because I would have started playing them way back when, and I would still continue to play them till this day. Kind of the same way as I approach COD. I still play COD because of the way it plays, and it's not just the amount of time that I spent playing the game. I don't mind playing a new game because, to me, the biggest thing that draws me to a game is the fun factor. And to prove this, like in the beginning, kind of like I mentioned in my previous video about how I was really, really terrible at Call of Duty, one of the things that kept me coming back is the fun factor. To me, it was still fun. And it was addictive to try to see, even though I wasn't that good, it was addictive to try to see if I can get more kills than my last game or whatnot. It kept me coming back. There was a feel of the game and the simplicity of it that made me come back to it again and again. So there's that as well. So there's got to be the fun factor. And for me, a game like Unreal Tournament and Quake Champions would be, those are my kind of games where your best defense is your offense, like where you have to move around in order to stay defensive. And when you have to move around in order to keep slaying people, and your movement has to be better than their movement simultaneously with your aim as well. And then your reflexes also play a role as well. So it's games like that that I seem to gravitate towards. And that's one of the reasons why I like Infinite Warfare so much, believe it or not. And in my next video, I'm also going to be, I think in my next video, I'm going to be talking about every single reason why I like Infinite Warfare. And it's going to go beyond what I've talked about because there's a lot of things that, there's a couple things here and there that some people just don't talk about when it comes to their experience with Infinite Warfare. And a lot of it pretty much has a lot to do with the old first-person shooters that were around during the PC's heyday, before console gaming took over to be what it is today. You know, Infinite Warfare does a lot of things that, like, let's say a game like Quake Champions or Unreal Tournament does. Now, granted, there's still ADS and it's not as fast, that's for sure, but there's a few things that Infinite Warfare does that those games don't. But I'm not going to talk about that until my next video. And yeah, so in Call of Duty, right now, as of recently, I've been having mixed feelings in terms of how the game makes me feel. Now, do I still enjoy playing it? Yes. Do I still want to keep playing it? Yes. Am I going to play it today? Yes. Is it still addictive to me? Yes. But sometimes I can't help but feel that the game makes me feel a little stupid because most people have left and are playing different games and apparently are enjoying different games, but at the same time, you know, I still enjoy this game. And at the same time, I'm still, in the back of my mind, I'm still that noob that I was 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Because I didn't start getting good until 3.5 or 4 years into it, give or take. So in my mind, I'm still fresh, and I have still yet to release my potential. That's in my mind, at least, in terms of what I could do gameplay wise. And I do realize that there are times when I need to slow down, when I need to stop moving. I do realize that, but still, even with that being said, I still feel as if I can still do better. And I think that's one thing that keeps me coming back. And the fact that Black Ops 4 is next, and we all know that it's going to be big, at least in the beginning. If the game ends up being trashed, then it's going to die out real quick, like World War II did. But if it's good, you know, there's still a lot of Call of Duty fun to be had and potential to be reached if it ends up being good. So that's another thing that kind of plays a role in the fact that keeps me going. So, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of get this off my chest and kind of get it out there. So that's pretty much it, all I wanted to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, and let me know, do you guys, for those of you guys that still play Call of Duty, or even if you don't, and if you want to just say something about what I just said and comment on it, please let it be known down in the comment section. I have a really unique audience because they have unique points of view, and the age range in my audience is amazing. I've got older people, I've got younger people, and I've got the in-betweens, where most other channels, they usually have one specific demographic, which is awesome. Well, I mean, so for me to be a little bit more for my audience to be a little bit more diverse, I like it. So let it be known down in the comment section, guys. And as always, if you enjoyed the gameplay in the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.